afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. I'm Jeannie D.
Welcome indeed. I'm Bonnie Booty. We've got a jam-packed lineup to warm you up for the weekend. As you know, we love South African comedians here in the Loft, and we've got a couple of funny guys joining us today.
Do you remember those novels, the No.1 Ladies Detective Agency? I'm
Definitely
pretty sure that when girls read those from a young age, they now have become the most ultimate Facebook stalkers. Well, it has been adapted into a stage performance, and we have the cast right here in the Loft today.
Awesome. We also have another funny man in the kitchen. Sorry, wrong guy. Danilo.
Yeah, but yes, good afternoon, South African. Welcome to the weekend. I think if anybody's excited about this weekend, it is me. Joining us on the show today for a live performance later on, Natasha Meister is in the building, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that performance and chat and interview. It should be an absolutely phenomenal one. Also joining us in the Loft today is Gregg Kriek and Man Soos My Pa.
It's going to be power, man. Yeah.
It was one of his performances of movies that have come out recently. You've got a whole bunch out at the moment. Your career is really doing so well at the moment. So looking forward to chatting to you later on Afternoon Express. I look forward to that, South Africa. Plus, in the kitchen today, we're making something delicious. If you love salmon and you love Thai-style food, this man is going to be making us something delicious. So what are we making today?
We're making teriyaki salmon with lime and coriander salad, sesame seeds, chilies. It's going to be amazing.
Mr. Mohoto, you speak my language, my friend, you do. If you also want to speak our language and cook along with us right here on Afternoon Express, afternoonexpress.co.za is the website you need to find to go and get the recipe and the shopping list available for you. Otherwise, there's so many ways to interact with us on the show. Make sure you tweet us and go onto our Facebook page and comment on all of our statuses over there. In the meantime, though, Jeannie is standing by with our first guest.
Thanks, Danilo. He's a seasoned and celebrated actor, a well-known face on Muvhango, and has recently joined the cast of Isidingo. He's also no stranger to the stage and is currently the lead in David Kramer's musical theatre production, Orpheus in Africa. Joining us on the couch is Aubrey Poo. Welcome.
Hi, Ginny. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
We've been wanting to get you on this couch for the longest time.
And finally, here I am, and it looks very beautiful here. I want to take that painting home with me. I'm looking at it.
No. You're going to have to fight me for that one.
All right,
it's an original Lionel Smith, and it is definitely worth my boxing gloves. Right. I love it. Isn't it gorgeous?
Very, very. I think that's the first thing that struck me when I walked onto the set.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing. Your whole contemporary feel of this house.
Thanks, I did it all myself.
Well, look at that.
Now, let's start from the very beginning, because you are such a humble actor. I want to know what Aubrey was like back at Pretoria Tech, wanting to be an actor, because obviously you weren't seduced by the lure of fame. You actually loved the craft of your work.
Yeah, that has always stuck out. I've never understood anybody being more important than the next person just because they are who they are. I've never understood that, and I've always believed in your work and the substance of your work speaking for itself, and let that do the talking. So I've invested years in just honing the craft. So the only time I actually realize that I'm known is when somebody goes, "Hi, can we take a photo?" And I often ask, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I'm not. The guy behind me is probably more popular than I am. Yeah. So yeah, I've always believed that, you know, I've always wanted to be the best at what I do, and that's acting, and the only way you can do that is just continuously working in the craft.
Yeah, so back at drama school, what would have been, like, what was your dream? Where did you set your sights? Who was the character you wanted to play?
Everything that Solomake Kancube touched. And look, I've always been I've had a talent crush on Denzel Washington forever, and I know he's yo-yoed between the stage and screen, and he does amazing work in front of the camera. But there's an artistic integrity there, and I suppose his body of work has been what I've followed throughout my career and while I was in training.
And his body. Quite like Denzel Washington, you also flip around between stage and screen as well. Starting off, I think, Muvhango.
Yes.
What was that like, that whole experience?
Well, I had been in the industry for 5 years, or 4.5 years, so I was breaking into television with that. Yeah. It was surreal. I was there for all of 3 months, but had shot enough, and that character made such an impression that to date, after however many characters I've played in front of the camera, people still refer to that character.
Exactly.
I learned a lot. I learned multicam, in those 3 months.
Because it's different, right?
Yeah.
Being on a soapie set and being
Yeah.
on stage are two completely different kinds of acting, no?
Yeah, but well, look, the lens on stage, your lens is this wide.
Yeah.
There's the audience. There's 600, 700, however many people sitting in front of you. Whereas in front of the camera, there's your audience, and they're just there. So, throughout the years, I've been told less.
And make it smaller.
Make it smaller,
Sure.
make it smaller. I hope I am making it smaller.
No, you're fantastic. And your voice is amazing. You must get so much voiceover.
No, but I'm listening to yours, and I don't do as much voice as I should be.
Yeah.
My agent, every year, she's like, come, look, we've got to get to it.
Yeah.
So I think I should invest in that and get into it.
Definitely. You, me, Rod Stewart, we've all got that raspiness, but it's lovely.
Yeah,
It sounds
yeah.
fantastic on you. Okay, so now you've just joined the cast of Isidingo.
Yes.
Fabulous.
yes.
I mean, were you a fan of the show before you joined?
I've always been. I think it's as far as soapies are concerned, it's always been the mecca. Then the integrity of writing, the integrity of directing, and the caliber of acting on the show. I mean, I stood for the first time in front of Robert Whitehead, and you actually gravitate to his growl.
Yeah, he's intimidating.
Yeah, but I enjoyed him. I think he's such a warm soul.
Yes.
When the cameras are not rolling, that as theatre-trained actors, we just gravitated towards each other and understood that what we're here to do is make the scene work. And he was, he welcomed me and we made it work.
Okay, so I want to know about your character, and I want to know what's happening in the future. Tell us all the gossip.
Well, I suppose we are on the same platform, so I can share.
Yeah.
A very interesting pastor. And he comes into the deep and causes all sorts of mischief. I was talking to the head writer, and we stumbled across one thing, that behind the veneer of anything that takes a moral high ground, people do all sorts of shenanigans. So, in coercing people to do whatever he wants them to do, he asks them amen, and they respond with
amen.
Yeah. So he's interesting. He'll be leaving. Something very unfortunate is going to happen soon, and he's going to leave the deep for a while, giving me a break to come and play with the Cape Townians, to go and play with the Cape Townians in David Kramer's piece, and then I'll be rejoining them later, and we'll see what unfolds then.
Fantastic. Okay, so speaking about that, going to Cape Town, how long did you have to move to Cape Town for to take the lead in David Kramer's Orpheus?
Well, this is the return season. We did it earlier in the year, and we played for a month to basically sold out houses. So it's doing its comeback season, and we're running till Jan. So it's a fabulous Cape Town holiday, working holiday. I'll be sweating, wearing a moustache on stage while people are out in Camps Bay.
But what a fantastic role to tackle. I want to know about your relationship with Orpheus and what it's like playing him.
Well, it's a huge responsibility. I think one, in that it's David Kramer's work. Yeah. So you do know that there's a bit of pressure. He's got a following, and he's got a following that expects a certain quality of work. So you've got to meet that expectation. Two, I'm acting in an accent, and it's a period piece. So
I want to hear your accent. You've got to do it for us.
Oh, my
for those of us who aren't getting to Cape Town anytime soon.
What? I must find something.
Just give us one of your lines. Your opening line.
All right, stand by, everybody.
Oh, baby, that sounds so good.
Stand by, everybody. Miss Moten, we ready? All right, hurry along, y'all.
Brilliant.
So I have to switch into that every night convincingly and do it for 2.5 hours. But it's such an honor to be on the poster, and the pressure that comes with it, and the trust that David and the rest of the team at the Few God has actually shown has been wonderful.
Well, we had David Kramer here on the couch a while ago, and he was saying that you are a remarkable performer.
He lies.
I don't think he's a liar, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting to watch you on the stage.
No, please.
Thank you so much for coming to join us in our loft. It was wonderful having you.
Thank you.
After the break, Danilo makes us some teriyaki salmon, and we chat to comedian Tips Shampoo.
Express yourself.
Clicks. Feel good. Pay less.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express South Africa. So I don't want you to panic at all, but something smells very fishy. in the kitchen today. Pitsi, we're making a really awesome salmon today, right?
Yes, we're making some teriyaki salmon.
You didn't even laugh at my joke. We can't be friends, Pitsi. It's not happening. Pitsi Mohoto is our chef today on Afternoon Express. And he's making us a delicious, what do you call it, teriyaki?
Teriyaki salmon.
Lovely. Sounds amazing. So what are we going to do first?
Okay, first we're going to marinate the salmon for about 10 to 15 to 30 minutes,
Okay.
right, in some teriyaki sauce right here.
Yeah, so
Okay.
just pure old teriyaki.
Pure teriyaki, and we're just going to marinate it for, a short amount of time.
Okay, I see you keep the skins on.
Yes.
That's where all the flavor belongs, right?
Yes. That is where all the flavor belongs, and also the skin helps with not sticking.
Okay. So all we're going to do for the first bit is just to show you guys how to marinate the stuff. You've left this one in for about 10 to 15 minutes. How actually does marinating work? So obviously the meat absorbs some of the flavor, but does it get into like the little cracks inside the fish? How does it work? Why don't you rub it instead?
With a marinade, you can actually make a rub. That's a completely different thing altogether. That's like you have herbs and spices and you rub it on the piece of meat or fish or whatever it is that you're making, and then you cook it up. But with a marinade, it actually gets into, that's why you want it to be liquid, it gets into
I
the
see,
meat.
gets into all of those flavors,
Yeah.
into the meat, right into those deep tissues. And if you guys want to get all these recipes, we're taking it nice and chilled for you today, so you can cook along with us live on air. AfternoonExpress.co.za is that website. You can find the recipe and the shopping list. But just to give you a quick brief on what exactly we're going to do with this, how are we going to serve the salmon?
Oh, we're going to serve it with a micro salad that has chilies, spring onion, and there's going to be a dressing as well with ginger, garlic, all kinds of fishy flavors just to make it absolutely
Amazing. So we're going to get prepped with that later on the show, so you guys can do that with us live on air. But if you wanted to cook this, how are we going to cook it? Are we going to grill it, fry it, oven it?
We're going to put it in the oven on this tray, in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes at 200 degrees. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to serve it with a nice salad and a dressing.
Okay, separate from all of the gravies. You're going to take it out of the teriyaki sauce and put it on the tray and then bake that.
Yes.
Amazing. Sounds fantastic. Right now, though, Jeannie's standing around the couch with some funny people.
With the close of 2015 fast approaching, the best cure for the year-end blues is laughter. The Tell Them comedy tour sees 4 familiar faces, comedians and actors, Eugene Koza, Tip Shampoo, Simi Arif and Lazola Gola combining their talents in an evening of high-energy entertainment and side-splitting laughter. We're on the couch with comedian Tips to chat about his exciting new show, which opens next week in Pretoria. Tips, welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome to me.
The last time we were actually doing this, you were actually interviewing me at Sports on 10.
Sport at 10. Sport
yeah.
at 10 with Thomas Mlambo. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where I am every Wednesday night, 10 o'clock.
Amazing. Huge sports fan.
SABC One,
What did you think of the rugby outcome?
the rugby outcome. We were good. We did something, like the boys were under pressure.
Yeah.
While the other teams were training, they were busy with transformation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what killed us. We were busy with transformation. But I think going this far, being beaten by New Zealand as expected,
Yeah.
it's I can't say it's a milestone, but they did their best. They could have come out after the first game. Japan showed us flames, eh?
Oh my goodness,
but-
huge! I'm actually proud
Yeah.
of Japan. I thought they did really, really well. I didn't
Yeah,
even think
that's
they had a
why I
rugby
don't
team.
eat sushi now. I don't do anything Japanese.
Okay, well, let's speak about Tell Them. Tell us about the concept of the show.
Tell Them comedy tour. It's me. It's Eugene Koza. It's Lazola Gola, who's Loiso Gola's younger brother,
Yeah.
and there's Simi Arif, who's an Indian comic. What came up, like between the 4 of us, was I've been performing in all these ensembles all this time. I've been doing Blacks Only for like 2 years, but in those ensembles, we're all doing like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes.
Just
but
your slot.
Yeah. Now on Tell Them, it's a chance for us to tell everyone our stories. I'm gonna tell people what's happening with me, because people see me on Sport at 10 do the sports jokes and think, oh, it's a sports comedian. Then people know me from stage and say, no, Tips is talking about this. But on Tell Them, I will tell you exactly what's happening, my take on things, how Fees Must Fall started, who burnt the toilet, all those things I will explain.
Brilliant. And how did you guys come up with the collection of other comedians and actors?
It's me and Eugene Koza hasn't been doing stand-up for a while because he was busy with his bank issues.
Yeah, and emceeing a lot with me. I actually work a lot with Eugene.
Yeah. So he's coming back to stand-up comedy, and when he came back, I was that guy who was busy in Pretoria. I'm doing, I have my own comedy show, Tips and Friends, which is the biggest comedy show in Pretoria. Eugene came back and said, dude, the last time I saw you, you were new. Now you are very, you're doing your own thing.
Pretoria.
Yeah, in a way. I'm Mr. Twan, So he came and dude, you are funny. I'm funny, I'm in Pretoria as well. Can we do something? I want to tell people my story. You want to tell people your stories. I'm like, okay, we can do this, but let's rope in other guys who are dying to just tell people their stories.
And how did you
Lazola,
choose them? Like, Lazola is Loyiso's brother. Is he as funny as Loyiso?
he sees things differently. Loyiso is seeing things differently as well. Like Lazola will tell you that the solution for floods will be if they can just have a plane just dropping wheat bigs all over the country. And then, you know, so Laz is seeing things differently, but he's hilarious. He tells his stories, and you should just see him. You'll see that this is a very funny character. And Seemise is Indian, and he's talking, he's a different type of Muslim, you know? He's talking about Muslim people. He's just showing us how a different side of Muslim people, and he's good.
I heard that the show is absolutely ridiculously funny. Like, it'll make you feel drunk with joy, basically. Why do you think that audiences should come and see it? What do you think they can expect?
Okay. Eugene Koza is one comic that I've seen who can take one topic and talk about it for like good 30 minutes.
Yes.
You have never seen anyone do that in South Africa since Trevor left and went overseas and became someone else. And we have Lazola Gola, who just takes little things, your everyday life, and just change it and make it look funny to you. We have Simia Ref, who'll just expose you to what Indians really eat, because in my opinion, I think they are selling us all these hot things. I don't think they eat them at home. And then you have me. I talk about everything. I can talk about government without crossing the line. I can talk about black people and white people in the same space. I can advise people on who not to date. I can tell you who bent the toilets at Feast Must Fall, all those things. So we are very different. No one is just like doing the same thing as the other. So the moment you sit in our theaters and just look at the show, it'll be like, everyone will be like an episode. Episode 1, episode 2, but not the same. So everyone should come. We're going to speak all languages. White people, please come. Because sometimes like, they're going to speak Venek. I'm from Pretoria. I'm Tswana. I don't speak proper Tswana. I can't speak Zulu. So we're going to speak English to accommodate
your mother
everyone.
tongue is English?
My mother tongue is Pretoria. Anything that comes to mind, I'll just say it. I will explain my Afrikaans on stage. I have issues with Afrikaans, which is good issues. Afrikaans people should come as well. Colored people, all of you living in Gulf estates, because there's a golf in every street, they should just come through. So our tour will kick off on the 12th of November. We're going to do Pretoria, Atterbury Theatre in Pretoria, and we're going to go to Klerksdorp. Because people never go there. So for a change, we'll see if there's still people there. Are
you going to be dancing in it? Because you're a trained dancer in Korea.
I'm a trained dancer. I was
dancing on the stage?
I will explain to people my dance life, what was happening during those days when I first saw all those tights for the first time. I will explain everything. I was classically trained. I was trained in ballet, contemporary, tap, jazz.
I cannot wait to
yoga.
see tips in tights. Thank you so much for coming through and seeing us. Best of luck with the show.
So
I think it'll be amazing.
People can just follow me on Twitter, Tips and Tones, on Instagram, Tips Shampoo. They will see all those dates there. But the first date that we really encourage people to go now is 12th November. Atterbury Theatre in Pretoria. Tickets 120 to 150.
Brilliant.
See you there.
Absolutely. After the break, we chat to the cast members of the musical adaptation of the popular book series, the No.1 Ladies Detective Agency. We'll be right back.
Express yourself.
Give kids the gift of hearing this Christmas. Are you with us?
Welcome back to Afternoon Express here on SABC3. Now, the No.1 Ladies Detective Agency is an acclaimed series of novels by Scottish writer Alexander McCall Smith. The stories have been translated for screen and radio and have captivated an international audience for many years. Now, the first 5 novels have been adapted into a stage musical right here in South Africa. Joining us in the loft are the key cast members Zoliswa Kawe and Awe Tuhleli and the musical director Carol Williams. Welcome to the loft, ladies.
Thank you very much.
You're also the musical director.
Yes.
Right. Tell me about the music. What kind of music can we expect?
So the music has been written by Josh Hawkes from Freshly Ground, and it has a very unique African feel, and he's brought in a lot of different African influences into the writing of the music. So it's very exciting. Each song is different, and we've also used a lot of input from the cast members in making the sound kind of very specific to the story, which has been very exciting.
Right. As cast members, can you take us through the plot for anyone who hasn't read the books? I have, and they're absolutely hilarious. I love them.
It is plotted in Botswana. Although we are all Xhosa speaking, we try our best to stick into Botswana
So
Tswana
the script
language.
is in Tswana?
Is in Tswana. It's done in Tswana, in Botswana, in a small village, Katsane village, ne? Yes.
And you play the lead, you play the detective.
Yes, I played the funny, precious Ramutswe, the lead.
Now, you play multiple characters, four characters to be exact. Tell me about the costume changes, the franticness of having to get into another character like immediately. And do you get paid 4 times?
I wish, unfortunately. It's crazy, but also fun. You know, getting to this character for like 5 minutes and then having to tap out of it and then coming to another character. I play an assistant, I play Patricia, I play Happy Papetsi, and I play the witch. So yeah, it's very fun. I have lots of fun backstage ordering people around. Get me my shoes, get me this, get me this. So yeah, I enjoy it.
And how close to the book is it in terms of words spoken, in terms of events? Is it quite adapted quite closely?
Alexander McCall-Smith and Nicholas Ellenberger, the director, wrote the script together. So it's actually very close to how the author wrote the books, because he was involved in writing the script as well. So they've taken sort of one main plot, the love story between Mari Motswe and JLB Matikoni, and they've then added a few of the sort of subplots from the first 5 books. So the witches. That's sort of the traditional medicine, and then also 1 or 2 of the snapshots from the books into the story.
Right. In terms of preparing for the play, did you guys have to read the books as the cast? All 5 novels?
Not all 5.
For me, I didn't read the book. I didn't have time to. I'll be honest. I didn't have time to read the book because. Although we are all singers, but the music was new, and we wanted to master the music before we go. Yeah, so I did it. Yes, some of the actors did read it, but I didn't have time even to read about my character.
And is all the music originally written?
Yes.
Oh wow!
So the lyrics were written by the script writers, and then all the music was written by Josh Hawkes. So it's all original, and you have things from reggae to Afro jazz to sort of Afro pop. And we've got a 4-piece band that's playing every night. So we've got I play keys, and then we've got bass guitar. Josh is playing bass. We've got an incredible Congolese guitarist, so he brings that real African feel to.
Lovely.
Chris brings that, and then a drummer. So it's quite rare to go to a show these days where there's a live band.
Yes, it is quite rare.
And so I think that's also a massive appeal to the show, is that it's live music. And there are 11 songs. So throughout the story, a lot of the story gets told in the songs.
Right. Now, the show is on until the 24th of December in Cape Town. What can audiences expect from the show?
Expect laughter, a lot of laughter.
Lots.
Yeah, energy.
It's a feel-good story.
Lovely.
And the cast is so brilliant in bringing out... there's some sadder parts as well. So it's quite authentic in that way. But in general, you leave feeling great, and you've had a good evening out, and it's a great thing for kids.
It's an uplifting experience.
Yeah.
And are there plans to take it to the rest of South Africa? Johannesburg, Durban, anywhere else?
Yeah, that's the hope.
People need to see this, so we're hoping.
And the best thing, after the show, we've got 2 last songs that we are repeating, singing, and the audience come together with us and we sing all together.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
They're all up on their feet, jamming along. So.
A good old South African time.
Absolutely.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. All the best with the run of the show.
Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you.
Let's head back to the kitchen and see how Danilo's coming along with that salmon.
Thanks so much, Bon. Yes, things smell so delicious in the kitchen. We're making you and teriyaki infused, I'm going to call it, a salmon that we've made. And we're about to make the salad that's going to go underneath all of this, right?
Yes.
Cool, so let's get on with it.
Okay, cool. So what we have here is some micro herbs. Mm-hmm. So you can take a handful of that. Some fresh coriander.
Yum. Fresh flavors, obviously, because you've got that salmon, which is quite a rich, sort of smoky taste. You want to add something fresh to that.
Yes, salmon loves fresh flavors. A little bit of spring onion on top there.
Did you ask it itself?
It told me, I whispered to it earlier.
Okay.
A little bit of chili. And what we're going to add is...
Putting a lot of chili in there.
Oh, I like my food spicy.
Cool,
I don't know
fine.
about you.
I'm not going to complain.
And some lime zest.
Amazing. That's also going to give that nice twang, which will complement the teriyaki quite nicely, because the teriyaki is also quite rich. It's dark, it's thick.
Yes.
And then the salmon's also quite rich, so you want something that's light and zesty.
Yes.
Can I get going with the sauce? I don't really know what I'm meant to be doing. Is this...
Oh, yes. You can do the sauce along. So you're going to add your garlic and your ginger.
Okay.
Lime juice, sesame oil, and you're going to add a tablespoon of honey.
Cool. I see no lime juice, so you're going to have to cut that lime in half for me and make sure that it's ready for me.
Will do.
So 1 tablespoon of honey.
1 tablespoon of honey, and then you mix the rest of the ingredients together.
Cool, let's do that. Oh, I almost got the spoon upside down. That would have been weird. Cool. Honey's nice and sweet, so I'll do that. I'm glad that you sort of prepped the rest of the stuff for us, so we can just scoop it in. Scoop that in there. And then what do we do? Does this become like a salad dressing, or is this an actual sauce that you put with the salmon?
That is actually a salad dressing that goes on top of this salad.
I know a lot of viewers are going to be asking me this question because I think it's a very pertinent one, but I see you using teriyaki sauce again here. Can I use the same teriyaki sauce that I marinated my fish in?
Yes, of course you can.
Isn't there a worry about it being like you getting sick from this fish? No?
It depends. If you actually keep your marinade cold,
yes,
you wouldn't do it with a pork or chicken because there are health aspects to it. But with salmon, because you can eat it raw, you can actually serve your marinade just like that.
I see. So you don't waste anything. You don't waste anything, which rocks.
No, not really.
Good.
And if you actually want to serve it, if you actually are concerned about it, you can just boil it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just boil it for about a minute, just bring it to the boil, kill all the germs.
And then use it again.
Yeah, and then you can just use it again as a dressing.
I love teriyaki sauce. I mean, last time we had this conversation, I had a whole bunch of people tweeting me to say, how could you? But when it comes to like soy sauce and teriyaki, after I finish using it, I drink it. Like I drink all of it. It's so yummy.
Okay.
The flavors are so good. But don't tell my mum or my doctor. I'm pretty sure I'll get into trouble for that. So then what do I do with this? Just pour it all over?
You put the dressing on top.
Where doesn't the fish go first? No, dressing first and then fish.
Dressing first and then fish.
Cool. It really smells amazing because obviously ginger is such a fragrant thing, and so is garlic.
Yes.
Garlic
yes.
and ginger.
What you can actually add to this, you can add some lemongrass if you want to.
Okay.
Very nice lemony flavors. Fish loves lemon. There's nothing fish loves more than lemon.
A little bit of lemon. And then see if I can plate this right, because I'm not very good at plating. It's one of my weaknesses. Okay. That can go there, like that. And one more. And I'm seeing you leaving the skins on too, for the whole salad, right?
Yes. You would leave the skins on. Skins have actually a lot of flavor, like we said before. And, it's really good for you. That's where all the oils are, the omega-3 oils that you find in fish. And that's that's what makes it absolutely amazing.
Well, will you squeeze all of that on top of there? I'll help you out this side.
I'll squeeze one.
Don't forget, you guys can find this recipe on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Every recipe we've ever made on the show ends up on that website. So it is you're never going to see something repeated there. They're simple, they're easy. The shopping list is also available for you. So all of these ingredients that you see right here on Afternoon Express can be found on that website, and they're easy to find from Woolies too. So make sure you guys go and check it out. It's a great place to go to if you're looking for something to make for this evening. So are there any final steps that we need to know?
Yes. You're going to finish it off with some sesame seeds. Just give it a couple of shakes.
Oh, yum. Now that looks delicious. After the break, we're chatting to actor and producer Gregg Kriek, who co-produced South Africa's very first zombie film. We'll be right back after this.
Give kids the gift of hearing this Christmas. Are you with us?
Great Great to have you back with us here on Afternoon Express on SABC3. Now, Winner Home, the design edition, is not to be missed tonight at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3.
Now, with the Winner Home villas complete tonight, they look back on the top 3 contestants' journeys and forward to the incredible prizes that you, the viewers at home, could win.
If you entered the Winner Home Grand Prize competition, for which entries are now officially closed, you stand a chance to win a 2-bedroom home at the Ilala Views Estate in Durban. Tonight on the show, you'll be given a sneak peek into the grand prize apartment.
The Winner Home design competition began 12 weeks ago, and there have been tears, laughter, and outstanding ideas, as well as design disasters along the way. Starting with 14 contestants, there are now only 3 finalists left.
Wow. Jacqueline Sema was the first to take the title of the team champion for detail. Her headstrong determination and organic design aesthetic have made her design force to be reckoned with.
Indeed, Zimkita Sidumo is a self-proclaimed underdog. She made friends, broke alliances, and designed her way to the position of bespoke team champion and one of the Winner Home's top 3.
Lastly, Durbanite Sifiso Shange took the top spot in Team Blueprint after many hard-fought design battles. His bold personality led him and his teammates to coin the term #bold, a motto to design by.
Winner Home is brought to you by Private Property in proud association with Nedbank. Here's a sneak peek.
Watch Winner Home, the design edition, every week to follow the drama as our 3 finalists impress the judges and battle it out for the 100,000 Rand prize as the season's winning interior designer.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Sema. I love jazz. I love playing soccer when I'm alone. I love to dance. My design style is totally different. The way that I look at things is totally different. My colors are different. The way that I think of design is different. And I believe that South Africa needs something that is different. Winning this show would change my life, it would change my family's life, it would change this young little girl that thinks this is where I'm gonna end up. Winning this show would mean that you can come from any background and make something of yourself.
Hi, I'm Zimkita. I'm a lover of sunshine. One thing people don't know about me is that I think I can sing. And I know you'll be the best of me, the years that... messed up the words. I want to be a designer because I get to express myself in a creative way. And this is a perfect opportunity to live that dream. I'm a quiet underdog. I can really surprise everyone. I glued my hand the other day. I glued my hand together. Who does that?
Hi, I'm Zanzi. My name is Fiso Shange, born and bred in Durban. I'm a crazy guy. I know at times I go a bit crazy. I love my mom, I love my family, and I love design. It's in my soul, it's in my blood. I've got the love, I've got the passion for it. Design keeps me going. I'm always out there for new ideas. I blend that with who I am and where I come from. And with that, you get a new form of design, which is what the world is waiting for.
What you are waiting for is the moment when we give away 3 amazing grand prizes to 3 lucky viewers. Innovative home appliances, a luxury car, and a 2-bedroom home in Durban. Be sure to watch the show each week as we build up to the exciting grand finale, broadcasting on Friday, the 13th of November. That's Winner Home. Find it on 3.
South African actor and producer Gregg Kriek is absolutely everywhere at the moment, with 3 new films coming out and one being the Hollywood blockbuster Momentum, where he gets to play a bad guy and chase former Bond girl Olga Kurylenko down and around Cape Town streets. Lucky man. Welcome, Gregg.
Hey, how's it going?
Very, very well, thank you. Now, I remember, let's take us back a couple of years when you entered the Top Billing presenter search.
Right.
And then eventually were actually hired by Top Billing to direct.
Yeah.
You directed me in a good couple of inserts. Then I remember you said, no, I love working with you guys, but I'm leaving, I'm moving to Los Angeles. And now you're like this amazing Hollywood star, actor
insane.
and producer.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on in your life. So you're living in LA at the moment.
So between LA and South Africa, on a couple of projects, and I just made the shift into feature films. It's just been an incredible roller coaster ride. I think, falling out of presenter search and directing was one of the best things that ever happened to me. And, because I learned so much, and it kind of set my priorities straight of where I want to go. And, it's been awesome. I'm just seeing this bridge being built between South Africa and America. And right now, Cape Town's such a hot city. And I get to work on international and local work, so it's been a dream. It's been a dream.
Well, we haven't lost you entirely to La La Land, as you said now.
No.
You've actually just finished a film called A Man Soos My Pa.
Yes.
A Man Soos My Pa.
That's it, yeah. It's a great story. It's a father-son story with the great Albert Maritz and Sandra Prinsloo as my parents.
Oh, wow.
And,
what legendary actors.
Veterans, you know. So, to give it a bash in Afrikaans as well, it's been a dream come true. And I think
En
it's...
hoe is jou Afrikaans?
Nee, ek is soapie met skop, so ek is taamlik vlot. Ek was op Boys Eye in die Parel, so... Yeah, no, it was great, you know,
Brilliant.
and the character's also pretty much bilingual. So, no, it's been awesome. And just the depth of quality and talent in South Africa, just... Even with our local films, it's just everyone's just stepping up, and it's great.
Well, the floodgates have literally opened because you've got so many films out at the moment. Okay, then there's one, the last one's out.
That's it.
What's that about?
Well, this is imagine Blood Diamond meets World War Z meets The Walking Dead.
Zombies.
Zombie film, but a character-driven zombie film. So it's not like in-your-face slasher film. This is a project we shot last year with a tremendously talented Christia Visser, who's also in the leading role, in Chimani Sebi. And we were selected for the Cannes Film Market this year. So
amazing.
It was the first of its kind, a proper African zombie film that's character-driven, that was literally birthed in the township and made its way to the Cannes Film Market. And
Brilliant.
That starts this Saturday.
Amazing.
Yeah, in Cape Town.
And then the pièce de résistance, Morgan Freeman, Olga the Bond girl. Let's just discuss that because you've got a lead in this film, right?
Yeah, I play one of the lead villains. I get hired by, sorry for the spoiler alert, but I get hired by Freeman to take out Olga Kilenko as one of the core villains alongside James Purefoy, and it was amazing. I mean, the stunt training, the fight choreography, the action vehicle training, it was legit, you know. So it's been a far cry from the clean-cut top billing days to play a villain, which was awesome, and full-on action, you know.
Really?
It was amazing, yeah.
What's that experience like? I mean, working with these Hollywood actors. At what point do you not go, pinch myself, this is amazing?
I mean, that was exactly like, I remember my first day on set. I mean, it was like such a weird, surreal moment because it was like, okay, now we're playing with the big boys. And I just think something shifts. You just go in a gear. When you're working with a world-class team, with world-class talent, there's something that happens inside of you.
It's your professionalism, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and they're people at the end of the day. So much fun. And, it's a job at the end of the day. And I think we need to debunk the myth of Hollywood and all these professional productions. Obviously, you need to deliver, but it's also, it's awesome just having a fun ride.
But local productions are as good, otherwise they wouldn't always be filming here, right?
Exactly. No, it's a tremendous time to be in Cape Town with all the series happening, with all the international films. I think, word on the street is that next year we've got about 17 international movies already booked for 2016. So it's a great time.
So will I be interviewing you on the red carpet at the Oscars anytime soon?
Well, look, I mean, still enjoying the ride. Maybe. I don't know how soon, but I'm doing everything I can to ride the wave, to do the best that I can, and to keep growing, to keep learning.
What I love about you is that, and you are going to be this amazing Hollywood star one day, but you always stay so grounded, so down to earth. You always remember where you came from, and I absolutely love that. Are you still working with the Happy Feet project? I
am. We've kind of shifted the vision. Happy Feet, the guys have done so well. I mean, they've pretty much, they're standing on their own 2 feet, they're touring, they're traveling. It was great just to see, I mean, I think the amount of children has now increased to about 350, 400 kids. And but with Last Ones Out, that same spirit with which we started Happy Feet, we decided we're going to do a whole mentorship program in Dunoon Township, which is just outside of Cape Town. And there it was a dream come true for many of those kids that never worked on a film set before. They got trained in camera, lighting, sound. We even hired local actors from the township who'd never acted a day in their life. So we're doing a special screening in the township on the 8th of November. And we're taking it back, to where it was birthed. And it's a vehicle of inspiration, a movie that was birthed in the township, making its way all the way to Cannes. And, a lot of them were amateurs, had absolutely no experience, but they still gave their best. And that's the dream story,
That is so amazing. As far as your philanthropic work stretches, you've actually been... you were chosen as an ambassador in 2013 for the Young World Summit.
Yes, yeah.
And also one of the ambassadors for SA's Brightest Minds.
Yep, yeah. I mean, look, I always believe that media is a platform for change. It's a catalyst to bring about positive
it brings
change.
around huge change.
That's the thing.
What kind of things are you doing as an ambassador for these two to
these organizations.
platforms,
Yeah, well, I think the thing is, it's being collected with the international community, and it's specifically using film productions as a vehicle, as a catalyst for change in terms of mentorship, in terms of inspiring, in terms of doing that skill transfer, also the audiences that you get to reach, and on top of that, we have this organization where we're taking cinema to the people. We believe to watch a movie shouldn't be an exclusive experience.
No,
so that's why part of Last Ones Out, it's a vehicle to literally go into all of South Africa, into places that have never seen a movie before, and to take it to them.
Best of luck with your career, Greg. I'm
Thanks,
so
Jeannie.
proud of you. You've really done so well. And which movie's opening this weekend? Last One's Out?
So Last One's Out starts on the 7th.
Okay.
We're doing a special screening, which is also open to the public at the Castle in Cape Town, starting 7 p.m. You can buy tickets online. And Monsters My Pass starts on the 20th of November in cinemas nationwide. And then Momentum comes in December, early December.
Brilliant. Cannot wait for that. And we're absolutely going to be lending you or giving you all of our love and support. Well
Thanks,
done.
Jeannie. Thank you.
Congratulations. After the break, we're treated to an exclusive performance by blues rock musician Natasha Meister, and we'll be right back after this. Apply for a Nedbank home loan today and stand a chance to win 100,000 rands worth of home decor to help turn your new house into a dream home. Go to winnerhome.tv for more info. Let Nedbank help you make the things that really matter happen.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, in 2 short years since returning from Canada, she boldly stamped her name on the blues rock scene with her guitar prowess and soulful voice. She is also the first female in South Africa to be endorsed by Fender and Martin Guitars, which are 2 of the biggest names in the music industry. Joining us in the loft today is Natasha Meister. Now, I've been following your career for a very long time. You've just got a cool thing going. You've used social media to grow yourself. Did you ever think this would be where you would end up?
I don't think any artist ever expects to end up where they're at, in the moment. I think it's like a journey. Starting out singing in church, back home in Canada, about 6, 7 years old. I mean, I never would have obviously have dreamed then to be where I'm at now. So it's been, it's been a journey, but hopefully bigger and better things to still come,
One thing I'm most proud of you for is that this industry, and particularly the genre you've chosen to perform in, is first of all quite niche and second of all quite male-dominated. As a female, do you think it's something that is going to start growing?
I hope so. I really do hope so. And I hope, I can do justice by flying the flag for other female artists. And obviously the blues rock genre, very male-dominated, like you said, but I think there's definitely room and hopefully a niche in the market for that. And so I'm gonna try and wriggle my way in there and see if it takes.
And one way you've done that is obviously, like I said, through social media. It's been a big thing. So for other young artists out there, how did you make social media work for you?
I guess just being very proactive and and just connecting. I think it's just a great way to connect with fans that way. Just to keep people posted regularly. I think that's the key. People want to see things behind the scenes. They want to know all the fine details of it, and it's interesting, I guess, for people. So that's
and being a
key.
songwriter, people want to see what you're writing. So you perform on Facebook, you do all of your songs as well on YouTube. It's a great platform to get yourself continuously out there, and people just enjoying your music when they're not able to come to a performance or a live performance.
That's right. Yeah.
So obviously, one of the things about your music is that it speaks for itself. So I don't want to talk too much. I want you to get performing. The song you're performing today is called
Alive.
And what is it about?
Alive is a song I wrote a good few months ago, and it's a deeper meaning for me, and it's about just living life to the fullest, really, and with meaning, living life with purpose and with meaning. So that's what the song is about.
Amazing. So South Africa, I'm going to let her do her thing right here on Afternoon Express. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy, and ready to come alive right here on Afternoon Express. Take it away.
Is for the young, brave, the bold, and the strong. To battle, to survive, to survive, to survive. No one to hold your hand. All alone, you learn to stand. Don't let them push you down, push it down, push it down. With you, that's gonna hold me down. No place to rest your heart. Life is so hid in the dark. So searching for the light, for the light, for the light. Temptation creeping in, causing the urge to send something to ease the pain, ease the pain, ease the pain with you. I am alive, I am alive. Nothing's gonna hold me down with you. I am alive, I am alive. Nothing's gonna hold me down. Today I give my heart away. Take me now, take me now. Today I give my heart away. Take me now so I can be with you. I can be with you forever. Because with you, oh, I am alive. I am alive. Nothing's gonna hold me down with you. I am alive, yeah. I am alive. Nothing's gonna hold me down. Oh, nothing's gonna hold me down. Down, down. Nothing's gonna hold me down. Down, down. Nothing's gonna hold me down.
Natasha Meister. Please come take a seat. We have to have you come and sit down with us at the table. And I must ask, please say that that is a love song to God.
It is.
I
Thank
picked
you
that
for
up
recognizing.
completely. Really, really cool of you. Really, really cool. Do you
Thank
find that difficult to write music commercially?
I suppose in a sense, which is why I love bands like Switchfoot, which they've incorporated that in their music so well. And I think the message that they put out there is just so incredible and positive, and I hope that I can only do that through my music as well.
What a
You are
powerful
absolutely
voice coming out of
incredible.
this
Thank you.
little package.
That's how it is.
Should I dish up some food for you guys?
Yes, what do you
Because it
have
looks
for
amazing.
us?
I will. I'll be the gentleman today just because we've got Natasha here. Cool. Maybe we should start with your place.
What have you made?
So this is a teriyaki salmon that we've done. We've baked it in the oven. So it was first marinated in teriyaki for about 10 minutes, popped it into the oven, and then put it on a really cool base of herbs at the bottom with like a garlic and ginger and teriyaki sauce that we've drizzled
See,
on
he
top.
can cook as well.
That sounds
Bro, that beats my toasted cheese, eh?
Yeah. We all started there, and noodles, right?
And acha.
Thank you so much to all of our guests for coming through to the show. You were all absolutely amazing. You are going to give Alanis Morissette a massive
Yeah,
run for
exactly.
her money. Congratulations
Yeah, well
on everything.
played.
Thank you so much for coming through. Guys, best of luck for both of your shows coming
Thank
up
you.
this week.
Yeah.
Amazing. We're wishing
be
you
great.
all of the best successes. And I think you guys are going to absolutely rock.
Thanks so much.
We're ready. We're ready.
And to you,
Morgan
South
Freeman, we
Africa.
say hi.
Make sure you guys have a great weekend from us at Afternoon Express. We'll see you same time, same place next week, 4 and 5, right here on SABC3. Good night. Happy eating.
Thank you for watching.
Next week on Afternoon Express, American singer Monique Bingham joins us in the loft. We look at the road to recovery from drug addiction. Style photographer Trevor Sturman joins us on the couch, and Pretoria-based band Bittereinder perform live.
Another feel-good production.
Hi, YouTubers. Thank you so much for watching the show. Be sure to not miss another episode by clicking subscribe right over there. And we'll see you every day. Afternoon Express. Enjoy.